First in the tank is a modern makeover for a superfood snack.
Hey Sharks, my name is Nikki Seaman and I'm a certified olive lover from Atlanta, Georgia. Today, I'm seeking $300,000 for 5% of my company, Freestyle Snacks. Now Sharks, we all know olives are the MVPs of charcuterie boards, martinis, and healthy snacking. But olives have been stuck in the Stone Age, trapped in the same sad, hard to open jars and cans for decades. And the olives that you do get out of there, they're mushy, they're bland, they taste like sadness. Well, Sharks, it's time for a snack glow up. Introducing Freestyle Snacks olives, bold restaurant quality olives packed in a pouch without the juice in unique, bold, and delicious flavors. You can toss Freestyle Snacks in a salad, shake them into a martini, or eat them straight out of the pouch like a pro. You can toss Freestyle Snacks into your backpack, your baby stroller, or even your carry-on luggage. You definitely can't do that with a jar or can. So Sharks, who's ready to toss the jar, dump the brine, and olive better together?
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Dave, a 10+ year intellectual property attorney dealing with everything from patents, copyrights, trade secrets, as well as trademarks. And I got a secret to let you guys in on. I don't really like olives. I know I kind of ate the green olives a little bit more growing up. I absolutely despise black olives, but seems like Nikki has came out with something that made me kind of have me try out at least green olives again. Now, for those of you who don't know, I kind of do these reaction videos, and I look at kind of 3 things plus a bonus when I'm looking at them. How simple is the product? This looks pretty simple. It's really like almost like a bag of chips, but it's a bag of olives. Seems like it doesn't have the juice in it, which is kind of making me a little bit more curious because I like kind of about olives to the extent that I was eating them. I like them to have some juice in it. I don't want them to be dry. So hopefully the bag does not compromise the taste of it and the quality since it doesn't have the juice. How effective is the product? A lot of times the effectiveness can be told by the sales as well as the actual reviews. And again, 300,000, 5%, that's a $6 million evaluation. I would imagine that they have some sales with an evaluation like that. And then what's the market like? I haven't seen anything like this. Typically, every time I've seen olives, they've been in a jar. And it seems like she has another way of packaging these olives to get them to you, which is interesting. It kind of leads me to my fourth and the bonus thing that I look for is the intellectual property. Now, she does have a trademark, a registered trademark that is for Freestyle Snacks. So shouts out to Nikki for protecting her intellectual property. I'm trying to think, patent, can you kind of patent the process? I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure it out on the olives, the packaging of the olives in this bag. Can you kind of do it a way, is it a novel process in a way that you can get a patent on it? I'm not sure. We'll learn more and see if that's the case as she's going through this pitch. Before getting back to the pitch, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. And there's something about this superfood stuff. I interviewed Chef James, who was on Shark Tank with Pluck a couple weeks ago. I interviewed him I think last week. So that interview, I think, is coming out next week. So be on the lookout for that. And he had the whole superfood seasonings with the organ meat. So it seems like these superfoods and kind of just the eating healthy lifestyle is kind of really at the topic of discussion here these days. And I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it, especially when you can kind of have a business around it, make some money, and change your family's life. So let's kind of get back to it, see if she gets a deal, and go from there. Let's go.
Great.
What do we have here?
Whatever your preference, but they're all delicious,
So
super
good.
high quality from Greece. We marinate them in only the freshest flavors. And then if you open up any of these packs, you'll see they're totally liquid and mess-free.
What is the shelf life of this packaging format?
So in our bigger pack size, it's 18 months. And then the
That's
smaller
great.
snack size are 12 months.
Non-refrigerated.
Non-refrigerated.
Nikki, let's deal with the big olive in the room.
Okay.
300,000 for 5%.
Yes.
$6 million olives.
Yes.
You must have enormous sales.
We do have really exceptional sales, in my opinion.
Hit me.
Year one, we did $200,000.
What year was year one? What year?
3.5 years ago, 2022.
And what were these sales?
It was $200,000.
Okay, nice.
Year 2, we, quadrupled, and we did $1 million in sales.
Wow.
And then year 3 last year, we did $2.2 million in sales. And this year, we're on track to do $4 to $5 million in sales.
I never would have thought you would have said that.
Are you making any money?
Yes, so we were not profitable our first 3 years, but this year we are going to break even. We're expecting an EBITDA of $55,000.
Did you raise a lot of money to do this?
We have raised about $750,000 through angel investors, friends, and family. That was for 10%, so at a $7.5 million valuation.
You're offering us a better valuation.
Correct. I'm here to make a deal today. I have an incredible business on my hand, but I've been doing this as a solo founder, and I'm really looking for a partner.
Solo?
I have one full-time employee, and then I have some part-time folks that help with operations and marketing who are great, but part of why I'm looking for this cash as well is to really build and grow my team with incredible people.
How do you sell them?
So we mostly sell wholesale to retailers. So we're in about 4,500 stores across the country. Our biggest retail partner is Whole Foods. We just this week launched in about 300 Target stores.
Tell us about you.
I really didn't grow up with a lot, so my entire life I've been incredibly hardworking. I worked that hard also in school to be able to get a full ride to an Ivy League university. I worked as a management consultant at Bain, and then I worked at Wisps, the cheese crisp company, and that's really where I fell in love with CPG and snacking and everything about the industry, and also the time that I got the idea for Freestyle Snacks.
You said you're going to do $4 to $5 million this year. You know the big guys don't give a damn about that. But when you get to 50, one of two things happen. They knock you off because there's nothing proprietary about that packaging, or maybe they buy you if you have good enough operations and execution for distribution.
Or a
Which
brand.
one is that going to be?
You know, I think Freestyle Snacks as a brand can grow to be a $50 to $100 million company on its own, and that really the quality and the branding that differentiates us. So from
We were knocked off at Poppy. There's a lot of ankle biters out there, and we still sold. If you're first to the market and you have a really great idea,
she's not first to the olive market.
It takes a while to move.
She's first to this packaging.
Well, she's creating a new category.
But it takes a lot for the big guys to change. I like this packaging. I think it's very similar to Poppy in the way that you have to really stand out on the shelf nowadays with the fun colors. I also really like that she has vegan, gluten-free. I'm gluten-free myself, and those call-outs are really important. I also like there's no juice.
Yeah.
I'm a mom, I'm on the go, so I think it's a great product and great packaging.
Thank you.
How much does a unit cost?
So our smaller single-serve bags cost about 32 cents to make. We wholesale it for around $1.10, and that retails for $1.99. On our larger size packs, it cost us about $1.35 to make. We wholesale that for $3.15, and then it retails $4.99 to $5.99. 30% online, with the bulk of that being Amazon, and then TikTok, 70% is wholesale.
Nikki, you're super impressive.
Thank you so much.
My only issue with this entire pitch, for some reason, I cannot stand olives.
I do, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
Sharp.
As Robert goes out, man, I like Robert for some reason. He's like me, man. I'm not a big olive lover. I will try them given the fact that Nikki has a new packaging in a way of consuming them. And we'll see if I kind of come back into the fold. But again, she's extremely impressive. Who would have thought that she's going to make $4 to $5 million? And one of the things I necessarily don't like, $4 to $5 million, kind of really breaking even. And that kind of makes sense as she's kind of said her numbers. It's not a ton of kind of wiggle room in the numbers as far as margins go. But again, you make $50 million or make $100 million, somebody, they don't necessarily care what the margins are. They're going to definitely buy you up at that point. And it seems like that's what she's trying to do. Again, 4,500 restaurants, a ton of them are Whole Foods, and it seems like 300 Targets that they get in. So they're in stores. They're kind of doing things. And again, it's a healthy place. So I definitely think she's going to kind of be around for a while here. I didn't realize that Poppy, the guest shark, she was one of the co-founders or founder of Poppy that ended up selling to Pepsi company for $1.6 billion. So again, shouts out to her from that. She knows about the acquisition. Those are some of my thoughts, man. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely think Nikki is impressive. Let's kind of get back to it and see if she gets a deal. It seems like she has a lot of interest. And it seems like that $6 million valuation even though the EBITDA and kind of she's not necessarily making a ton of money off of it, at least at this point in time, to kind of do a business 3 years later and be doing $45 million in sales is impressive, at least in my opinion, man. Let's get back to it to see if Nikki gets a deal. Let's go.
Sharks?
I think you've done something very, very clever. I really do.
Thank you.
Into a brutally competitive business. Brutal. And so, look, I'm going to take a pass.
Okay. All right.
Thank you,
I
I'm out.
appreciate it. Thank you, Kevin.
I'm gonna give you an offer.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Amazing.
I love olives. I love a good gin martini. I love it as a snack. I think I can help you guys get into a lot more retailers. I personally just love investing in female founders and really getting you guys to the next level. But it will be a shark offer.
I can't wait to hear it.
You are a shark.
I am a shark now.
Little TiVo action.
But Allison is interested in Nikki's olive brand company, Freestyle Snacks.
I know you came in asking for $300,000 for 5%, but for me, I think it's gonna have to be closer to 15%.
Ouch!
Okay.
I didn't go too high because look, I came in here and I got a deal for 25% and it changed my life. So I think at 15, that's fair.
Well, I'll tell you how I feel. I think they tasted great. I think you did a great job on your packaging. You're doing everything right. I would want to take a higher percent personally, and I don't think you need to do that because look what you're doing already.
Thank you.
For the moment, not the right investment for me, so I'm out.
Okay. I really appreciate that, Lori. Thank you.
I think you're doing a brilliant job.
Thank
and
you.
I think my offer would be an insult to you. I'm happy for you. I'm going to be a fan and a customer. I'm out.
Thank you, Damon. I appreciate that.
But you do have an offer.
Yes, I do have a great offer, and Allison, it would be a dream to partner with you. I think I see a lot of myself in you. How would you feel about $300,000 for 8%?
Eesh. Settle
I
at
think
12%.
8% is probably not enough for me. Look, I would invest a lot of time with you. I gave up 25% of my company standing right there, and it absolutely changed my life. And I really feel like I've lived the American dream, and I'd love to do that with you. So my counter is going to be 12% for $300,000.
I told you. I'm good at this.
Is there any way you would do 10%?
Oh,
Nikki, she sold her business for $2 billion doing what you're doing. And you're going to argue
How
for
about,
two?
okay, how about we meet in the middle at 11?
Okay. 11? Okay, let's do it. Let's
Okay.
come on over here.
shouts out to
Good
her.
job.
I believe in female founders.
Thank you.
Let's blow this up, seriously. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bye. Woo.
Man, shouts out to Nikki. We're 1 for 1 so far, man. Little lady love going on. Let's kind of check out the website here really quickly. I thought she was going to stand strong on that 12%, but she did. She went to 11. Shouts out to them, man. So you see here, I think Nikki is gorgeous. I love the packaging, man. I think the packaging is great. Freestyle. Did you catch Freestyle on Shark Tank? Just catching it now here. Let's kind of go down. Okay, they got some mini pickles, so they're expanding the product line already. Got a different flavor of olives. However, you have some mini pickles. Let me know which ones you guys would taste. Definitely not doing the extra virgin. I'll do the hot and spicy or the lemon garlic. I like a little bit of flavor to mine. Dang, that's how it all began. That's crazy. $4 or $5 million later. I know they're going through a lot of olives. And she's a one-man band. So she has, a couple part-time people, one full-time staff member, and she's kind of built something up to $45 million in sales. That's impressive. So, man, shouts out to Nikki on that. Shouts out for protecting the intellectual property. And again, to the extent that you have some type of packaging, a process for kind of getting these olives into the plastic bag that's kind of novel and different, you may be able to get a patent on that kind of process. We all know that olives for the longest have been in jars of some sort, whether it's a plastic or a glass jar. And to the extent that you had to kind of account for some differences to get them into this plastic bag without the juice and let them have a year and a half shelf life, man. You can get potentially get a patent on it. So I did want to say that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. Go check out the interviews. Which one dropped today? Which interview dropped on Wednesday? I think it was American. And I'm not sure, man. I did like 3 interviews this week, so I have to kind of check and see. But definitely go check out the interviews that just dropped last week, as well as the other interviews. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Shouts out to Nikki. I'm trying to get her on the platform to interview her, and catch you guys next time. Take care. Peace.